Alright, I'm finally back. It finally happened. I finally am back on the YouTube. I know I took some time off. I just got busy. I got caught up in the world doing my own thing, doing things, and I'm sorry that I left you all, and I promise that I will not let that happen again, if you even care that I was gone. I always want to do as much as I can to help people stay motivated and people stay positive, and if watching these helps you out, I'm sorry that I was not able to be there for you. Hopefully you were watching my morning stuff that I put out there to try to motivate people and tell them, to have a great day and to be good to themselves and be good to each other. That's my little catchphrase. But today I want to talk about something that actually upsets me quite a bit, and I will fully explain why it upsets me. And why I just think that it's an untrue saying that a lot of people are catching on to. In the fitness world, mainly, there's a lot of trends, and a lot of people start to copy each other. You'll see, like, one person post something on Instagram, some sort of pose they're doing, and then, like, 2 weeks later, everybody's doing this exact same pose. And a lot of sayings catch on and things like that. For the most part, they're good, they're motivational, they help each other out, but there's one that I've been seeing a lot of lately, and it just drives me nuts. I've been seeing it a lot on Snapchat stories and Instagram stories, and it will be some sort of picture of somebody doing something that they view as being successful, or an achievement they have made that they're proud of, and then they'll have the tagline with it, "Because they said I couldn't," suggesting that their haters are their motivators. And I think it's dangerous for us to focus our attention or to base our lives on something merely because it rhymes. And your haters are your motivators. The only good thing about that is that it rhymes. It's a negativity based strategy for us to try to be successful. And if we're basing our strategy to be successful on something that is negative, we will not have enough fuel to accomplish our goal. Now, I know we've seen some celebrities and we've seen some athletes say, I did this in spite of somebody, but we haven't seen the end result of what they've done. And I doubt that is truly the reason that motivated them to do anything. I look at these motivational speakers, your Tony Robbins, your Les Browns, your Eric Thomases, these great men that get paid millions of dollars a year to be motivational speakers, and not a single one of them would stand up on stage and say, "You can't do it, you're not good enough, you'll never accomplish what you want to do." In fact, it's the exact opposite. Everything that they're telling you to do is positive. I believe in you. Believe in yourself. Don't worry about what other people say. Don't focus on what other people say. Focus on yourself. Focus on your goals. Listen to those who care about you. I mean, all these things that they say, all these different techniques that they use to help themselves be more successful, they're giving us and trying to help us become more successful. And not a single one of them says to base it all on the negative things that someone has said to you. Now, I find it most dangerous because we're teaching our children to listen to this negativity, to try to use it to fuel them. I think a lot of us, our society views haters as someone who's, our haters are assigned to people who have made it. You've achieved some sort of success, you've achieved some sort of goal, and all of a sudden now you have these haters that are against you and they want to see you fail. And so our children are growing up to think, in order for them to be successful, or if they are successful, then automatically they're going to be hated. And as a father, I would not want my daughter to grow up in that world. What I will teach my daughter is how I view people telling me I can't do something, and that is to simply not to listen to them. I've said this on one of my morning motivations. If someone has told me that I can't do something, I wasn't listening because I haven't heard anybody tell me that I can't do anything. And I think that's the best way to look at it. Yes, there are going to be people who tell you you can't do something in your life. And there may be some reasons for that, and I want to get into some of the reasons that someone might say something like that. But if someone tells you that you can't do something, you don't even listen to that person. You don't need to hear them. You don't need to hear that. You already have the voices in your head that have you questioning if you can be successful, that if you can make it, that if you can achieve your goals. You already have that. You don't need extra voices in your head. And I think the people that actually use that phrase and the people who actually use that as their fuel are actually people that are looking for a scapegoat. They're looking for a reason for when they do fail, or for when they do run out of gas, when they do fall short of their goal. They're looking for a reason to say, no one supported me, no one had my back, no one thought I could do it. Now, I've seen a few that have actually accomplished their goal, and they turn around and they use the most negative speeches to say, no one thought I could do it, and I did it. Your whole life, your goal, your success is based off of negativity. That's a sad story to me. That's something that I don't want to be a part of. I want to turn around and say, I made it, and you believed in me. You thought I could do it. You told me I could, and I did exactly what you told me I could do. But a lot of people will use this negativity as a scapegoat. They'll use it as a reason to say, well, I didn't have any, no one had my back. No one thought I could do it anyway, so who cares that I didn't do it? It's much easier to do that than to turn to someone who believed in you and say, sorry, I didn't do it. Sorry, you believed in me and I couldn't get it done. Now, we all know, and I use this as an example, my daughter, she's 5 months old. She can't get up, she can't walk, she can't do that. But when I'm holding her and she stands up on her legs, I feel the power in her legs, and I know that if she just stabilizes herself and I let go, she could stand still. She's got enough power in her legs. I can feel it. I know she can do it. So I'm holding her, and I'm holding her up, and I'm sitting there saying, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it. And then the second I take my hands away for 1 second, she drops and I catch her. And I'm not upset that she fell. I'm not mad that she fell. I thought she could stand. I know she can stand. But she doesn't. Am I upset about that? Am I mad about that? No. I'm just happy she tried. I'm just happy she tried. And everyone knows that's the same with you. Anybody who tells you you can do something, anybody who tells you that they believe in you, they're just happy you tried. So don't look at the negative. Don't look at the people who say you can't do something. Don't pay attention to them. Don't listen to them. You don't even hear them. You just hear the people telling you you can do something. Because there's more people out there telling you they believe in you than there are telling you you can't do something. If you haven't heard it, I'll tell you right now, I believe in you. You can do whatever you want to do. You can accomplish any goal. You can do anything you want to do. I'll tell you that right now. So now you've heard it. You have one person who believes in you. So if you want to come back, after you've completed your goal, after you're successful, after you've done exactly what you want to do, you want to come back and tell me, Matt, you believed in me? I'll be happy to say, I'm proud of you. If you want to come back and tell me, Matt, you believed in me and I failed, I'll say, hey, I'm glad you tried. I'm happy you tried. Maybe I'm nobody. Maybe that doesn't mean anything to you. Maybe that means everything to you. I don't know. But if I hear back from you, I'll tell you. Either I'm glad you tried or I'm proud of you and I knew you could do it all along. Now, there are the times that people say you can't do something. They're not being a hater. They're not just being a hater. I mean, there are out there that are just dickheads that are just going to say, I don't believe in you. You can't do that. Those guys are out there. But there's also those who say, I don't believe you can do that because you don't have a plan. If I sat on my couch and I said, I want to be a pilot, my friends could look at me and say, you're not going to be a pilot. I didn't go to school. I didn't join the Air Force. I never learned how to be a pilot. I never did anything. I don't have a plan to do any of that. So no, I can't get in an airplane and take off. So if I just sit there and say I want to be a pilot and I just tell them the end result, you just tell someone the end result of where you want to be and what you want to be, then yeah, there's a possibility they could say you're not going to do it because they don't know your plan. Do you have a plan? Have a plan for success. Let them know your plan. So that's one thing I'm going to do, or that's one thing I'll do. I'll say, yeah, I'm going to fly one day. I'm going to be a pilot. And this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to get an education. I'm going to graduate. I'm going to join the Air Force. I'm going to do things. I'm going to put things in motion. I'm going to take these steps in order for me to reach this end goal. Because if you just sit there and say, oh, I'm going to be famous one day, you're probably not. You're probably not going to be famous because we don't know your plan. Do you have a plan? But you sit there and you tell me you lay out your plan for me. I believe in you. I think you can do it. I think you could do it. So, you gotta have a plan. You gotta have a plan for your success. Don't listen to the haters. Not as many of us have as many haters as we think we do. We think we're supposed to have haters because we're somewhat successful. Because we're on the road to success. So obviously, if we're on the road to success, people want to stop us because misery loves company. So someone's out there trying to stop us. But is anyone really trying to stop you? Or are you making up these haters because society has told us that we're supposed to have haters, we're supposed to have people, we're supposed to have a chip on our shoulder about everything that we do, and we're supposed to have those people telling us we weren't going to do it, and now we're doing it to shove it in their face? Or could you be successful and say, I had the most support. I had so much support from my family, my loved ones, my friends. Everybody told me I could do it, and I did it, and I'm here to celebrate with all of them. Everyone who thought I could do it, I'm here to celebrate with them. Isn't that a much more joyous way to celebrate your success? So, today my plea is that we do not listen to the negativity. We do not base our entire lives off something negative that was said. We do not base our existence around negativity, but that we focus on the positive. We listen to those around us who tell us they believe in us and that they love us and that they know that we can do anything that we want to do. That is what I ask, is that's what we focus on. Alright? So, one of the things I want you to do this week, if you want to take that challenge to listen to motivation instead of negativity, my challenge for this week is to replace all your music when you're working out or you're training or you're going to work or whatever you're doing, you're driving in the car to work, whatever you're doing, if you want to be successful, if you truly want to be successful, replace those times when you're just listening to mind-numbing whatever, anything to pump you up, or whatever you're doing, any of that extra time you have, you just listen to motivational speeches. You can get onto your phone. If you have an iPhone, get on your iTunes, freaking type in motivational speeches, click on the first station you see and just listen to that. Get on your YouTube, type in motivational speeches, compilations, and you can just play it for days. And replace all that other time you're spending time listening to just whatever to try to get yourself in a good mood or to try to get yourself to zone out of whatever is going on in your life. And listen to motivational speeches. Listen to great people telling you that you can, that they believe in you, that you can accomplish anything you want to accomplish, telling their stories of how they came from nowhere and how they made themselves something, and that you can do the same thing. I promise you, if you work out and you listen to motivational speeches when you work out, you're going to have the greatest workout of your life. You're going to put up more weight than you've ever put up. You're going to run faster than you've ever ran. You're going to do better than you've ever done, because positivity fuels you. It is the fuel. Negativity is not a fuel. It may be for such a short while, but then it runs out. It runs out quick. And those who told you can't do it are never going to turn around and say, hey, you proved me wrong. And if they do, they don't care. There's no satisfaction in that. But there's satisfaction in a loved one telling you, I knew you could do it. So again, you're going to do better than you've ever done before. Just listen to these motivational speeches. Just listen to people telling you all the greatness of the world, giving you all the greatness of the world, giving you all the positivity that you deserve. All right? Listen to that. I promise you. I promise you. It will up the quality of your life. That's what I ask of you this week. That's what I want you to do. That's what I want for all of you, is to have success and to have happiness in your lives. All right? And to just fill it with positivity. All right? Okay, y'all. I love you all. I'm happy to be back. I'm happy to be sharing these messages again. Let me know if you like them. Please share it if you like it. Let people know the positivity is out there. The positivity train is coming. All right? It's on its way. You can either get off the tracks or get run over by it. I don't know if that's what's good or bad about it, but it's coming. All right? So that's what I share with you. I love you all. Okay? Be good to yourself and be good to each other. Love you all.